Okay, Murphy's Law at work. So what is it that we want? That is what is coming up today, right? Let me just give me another minute to settle in. Have my questionnaire ready for you. Right. So today is the day for switch. And by the way, I've connected to my phone right now because there is no electricity. So there is no Wi-Fi. Okay. But Fulsome Friday has to go on. Right. All right. So let's get back to it. Good morning. Welcome today to Fulsome Friday. And may I have all the cameras on today? Today is Fulsome Friday day. Come on, girls, ladies, everyone. That's better. Thank you, Neeti. Thank you, Seema. Right. All right. So today it's not going to be, it's not just a quiz. It's about meeting with your own self, right? What happens? Most of us don't really stop to ask, what am I truly driven by? What do I love so deeply that it quietly controls my choices? Or where am I leaking energy without realizing it? We do make these statements, no? Sometimes it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of my energy, etc. But we still keep doing certain things. We think we know the answers, but life often tells a different story. It tells the truth through, we know it, our body, our emotions, our reactions, relationships, and even through exhaustion that we have discussed earlier also. So, and again, as we've discussed, it is all mapped on the chakras. Because on the chakras, it creates a map of awareness. And each chakra defines safety, we know that, pleasure, power, love, expression, clarity, and trust. Correct? Now, when one chakra is overworked, neglected, or misunderstood, we begin to love from fear instead of freedom. Tell me if I'm correct or not. Do you agree with this? Because this is not a lecture day. Today is a dialogue day, remember? Yeah? So we start doing all the activities not out of freedom, but more out of fear. So this today, what we are going to do is going to tell us where your energy flows easily, where it struggles or overcompensates, what you might be loving too much, or what you might be missing out on completely. There's nothing to fix, only something to see clearly. And what do we want to achieve by the end of this little program that we have today? We should be able to recognize which chakra is currently running your life. Understand what you love most and why. And see where that love is rooted. Is it rooted in fear? Is it rooted in lack? Or in old conditioning? And be able to identify one conscious shift towards balance. Everything can't happen overnight, correct? So if we can make one conscious shift towards balance, and when you go from this program, hopefully, you will have a lot more self-compassion for yourself and not self-judgment. That is the idea. So what is the goal? The goal is alignment, not perfection, right? So, okay, any thoughts that you'd like to share here quickly? Anyone? Sorry.
Can I? One thing, like,
Yeah,
okay, so we'll be able to identify which chakra are we overworking. Can we also identify which chakra do we need to work on?
absolutely. That will come from the quiz, but you have to be honest. Your answers have to be instinctive. Don't think about what you're going, oh, it should be this, or this is what I want to project to the world. Instinctively, the first answer that comes to you, you should be able to note that down. And then I'll keep telling you as we go what exactly each one is representing for you. Correct? So that is the step one. And that will help us. And it's a fun game. It is not about, some exercise that you're doing. I try to make it as much fun for you, all of you to understand your chakras so that your alignment in life and your purpose, your elevation, expansion, all happens with a awareness, not with a forced kind of curriculum that you think that you are learning or have learned or it's not applicable in life, etc. No, it is all about understanding your chakras so well that you know, aha, today my solar is troubling me. I better work on my throat chakra. Why am I not allowing my third eye to open? All this starts coming to you naturally. Okay. Somebody else had a question, had raised a hand. Who was it? Kathy. Yes, Kathy?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. As you told me that if anybody want to share, so I would like to share. I was so much passionate about my homeopathic practice,
Mhm.
and that I come to know today that it is out of fear because I have lots of fear of losing people whom
Huh.
I loved.
Okay.
So
Wonderful. Anybody else would like to share quickly? Look, today's a dialogue day. Today's a coffee day. You know that. Yeah. Anyone else would like to say something? Yes, Sarika?
Ma'am, my fear for my daughter, she'd been working very hard for her exams till now. She's in class 12. But suddenly I see that, she's working a little less and,
Mm-hmm.
she falls ill. So
Mm-hmm.
I get very worried sometimes. I don't want her to be in fear, but right now I am in fear because, all these, the whole year she was in fear and I was wondering, I was telling her not to be scared because she had been working very hard. But
Okay.
suddenly when I don't see her working that hard, I become very scared.
Okay, okay, that's your fear. Yeah, fine, that's fine. We all live with all these emotions. Thank you for sharing. So, at the same time, we all say we love many things. I mean, you want love. The love for, is a success for your daughter. The love is about, wanting to enjoy the homeopathy work that you're doing. So, we love many things. We love family, we love success, we love peace, we love freedom. But what we truly love is most revealed not by words. It is revealed by where our time, our energy, our emotions, and reactions go. Okay? So let's find out and be very honest. Remember, give instinctive answers. Do not try to, cover it by saying, okay, this is what it should be. So we will look at it what currently drives you, what drains you, and what is quietly waiting for your attention. I'm really sorry for my voice. Please excuse me. So, again, most of us don't really stop and ask, as I said, what am I driven by? What do I love? Or where am I leaking energy? So, this will help you understand everything very clearly. Okay? Let's go now to the quiz. Where is it? So, first we'll talk of root chakra. So root chakra is all about, we know, safety, survival, grounding. I'll give you real life examples. You stay in a job you dislike because at least it's secure, right? You feel anxious when plans change, even small ones, or daughter's behavior changing and not studying. You save money but rarely enjoy spending it on yourself. And rest, as I said, feels unsafe unless everything is done. So what is happening here? You love security, but it's driven by fear of instability. Think about it. And in the process, what are you missing out on? ease, trust, feeling supported by life. So this is the explanation, okay? Now, I'm going to write in the chat the 2 questions that I have. 1 minute. Copy. And here it is. And please answer honestly. What worries you most? A, you have to write A, B, C, D, in your things. And don't tell me right now. A, money, stability. B, health, aging. C, losing control. D, uncertainty. That's question number 1. Question number 2, when things feel shaky, you overwork, overplan, hold on tightly, avoid decisions. Okay? So these are the 2 questions. See where you are. You can write down for yourself, because in the end, I'll ask you how many A's and how many B's or how many C's you have. So when you're done, just raise your hand, then I'll know that you're done. It'll be simpler. Okay. So we have A, we have D, we have B, B. Anything else coming up? You can write in the chat, it makes it. Second question, please repeat. It's written over there. When things feel shaky, you overwork, overplan, hold on tightly, avoid decisions. A and B. Neeti says C and D. C for the first one, D for the second. Snigdha says C. Okay. And Srividya says A. A. Okay. A and D. All right. So now you have your answers with you mostly. So if you're mostly A and B, then you love security. Okay? If you have A and B, you love security. And what are you missing out on? Trust, ease, and grounding joy. Okay? If you have mostly C's, then it is a power struggle. So you want to be in complete control, and that is linked to your solar chakra. So what are you missing out? Again, you're missing out on ease. You're missing out on feeling, supported by others. Because you lose control. That means, or you hold on tightly because you feel you're not supported. Okay? And if it is D, then it is running away from your ground reality. Okay? Just give me a thumbs up or something that you're understanding what I'm talking about in this quiz. Neha says yes. Okay. All right. Good. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Idea is not to get the praise. Idea is that we are having an interactive activity happening. Next, we go to sacral chakra. Now, in sacral, what are the areas that are connected to sacral? It is pleasure, emotion, creativity. Correct? So,
Ma'am, 1 second.
yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, can you please repeat? Sorry to interrupt. Can you please repeat the question number 1D part? What does uncertainty means?
Uncertainty means you're not connected to your ground reality.
Thank you.
Okay? So ground reality is what we did yesterday. So you can go back to that recitation and see what answers you get from there. All right? All right. Lovely. I hope. Are you liking it? This form of learning about chakras? People? Others? Neeti says yes. Neha says okay. Great. इसमें तो बात
Yes,
कर
ma'am.
सकते हो. You don't have to just do this for All right, great. Let's go to sacral now. Sacral is all about pleasure and emotional flow, right? And as I said, pleasure, emotions, creativity. So some real life examples, let me give you. You postpone joy by saying, after this is over, I'll relax, or after this is over, I'll do something else, Everything is after this phase is over. You postpone joy. You feel guilty enjoying life when others are struggling. How can I, do this? I mean, look at her, she's struggling. Or how can I do this? She's in so much of pain. How can I show my happiness? We do that, don't we? You suppress emotions to avoid appearing too much. If you're a happy person, you suppress it because you don't want to show it in front of others, then you'll think, that you think your perception is that they'll misunderstand you. Right? Creativity feels like a luxury, not a necessity. Now, what does creativity mean here? It feels like a luxury. Can anybody say what they understand from this? Creativity feels like a luxury, not a necessity.
It's something which you don't do on everyday basis. You instead make time for it once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Or like you feel you have to make a lot of time for it or spend money behind it.
Right. Anybody else? Thank you, Swaran. Anybody else? Come on.
Mundane lifestyle,
Sorry?
very mundane routine and not creative enough to
Okay.
enjoy.
Okay. Right. So creativity could also be just, just spending some time with yourself for even meditation or just reading or just learning music or even just, creating something unusual that you want, even in cooking, etc. But you don't allow yourself to do it because time can't. How can I do it? Maybe it involves expenses that you really want to add. Maybe at some point you want to learn dancing. You want to do it, but you feel that I can't do it. What is the point? Kaun kharche itna paisa, unnecessary. I'd rather use it somewhere else. So what are you doing in the process when you think of all these factors for your real life examples? You love responsibility more than delight. You do not allow yourself to, feel or enjoy or experience pleasure, experience emotions. You do that with your small children because they are without filters, right? So if they do something crazy or silly or their innocent actions bring out all the emotions in you because you're open to it. You allow it. But otherwise, you don't want to do it because how can I do it? I should appear as a responsible person. My age is so and so, I should appear very relevant as per my age. Really? What is age? Again. So what do we miss out on because of this? We miss out on emotional nourishment. We miss out on playfulness. And we miss out on creative flow. Yeah, Seema writes, there is a guilt of enjoying. Yeah, that's true. We feel guilty enjoying something. So now I'm asking you 2 questions. I'm posting it. 1 minute. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Joy for you feels A, rare, B, conditional, C, guilty, D, natural. And you allow yourself pleasure only after duties, when approved, with hesitation, or freely. So joy for you feels A, rare, B, conditional, C, guilty. Just come with the instinctive answers. Don't think and answer, okay? You allow yourself pleasure only after duties. B, when approved. C, with hesitation. D, freely. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. The answers are coming here. I don't think everybody is answering. Everybody is not liking it. Okay. So I see.
Ma'am, sorry. What if like I'm someone who likes to enjoy freely,
Mhm,
but then someone else reminds me,
mhm,
that aren't you enjoying too much?
mhm.
Aren't you like, that makes it then conditional and start thinking about.
So if they are saying it, it is their story because it is their perception. Why are you making it your own? You have
Yeah.
to learn to be your authentic self. You have to
Yeah.
learn to live your life, as is. And
Let's say sometimes if it's our own parents who are, sort of like,
I understand. But then you have been given your wisdom, which you have to apply and use. And maybe certain times, as a kind of not only wisdom, as an understanding of growth in life, sometimes there are adjustments to be made. It's not just about I, me, myself. It can't be. Life is not about I, me, myself. If you're here on this planet, there is a reason, right? And that is also to learn to live as a community. Now, community doesn't mean just the people outside your home. Community is also your home. And that is also about relationships. It's also about emotional attachments. It's also about, learning to find a win-win situation. So if everything that is said to you, if it is being judgmental, it's a different thing because you are holding judgment inside you. That is why it is coming to you. But if you are open and easy to understand, you will understand, okay, fine, maybe I may tone it down in front of them if needed for their satisfaction. All right. So all these things can happen. So Swaran, that's a good way of learning, but it can't always be that parents are at fault.
okay.
Right. So I see the answers A, B, B, C, D, 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 C, 4, A and C, D, D. Oh, interesting. There are a lot of DDs, B and A. All right. Now, whoever said A, B, and C, you have the answers. I'm not going to read out all of them. Whoever has said A, B, and C, you love duty more than delight. What are you missing out on? Creativity, sensuality, and emotional nourishment. I hope this is clarifying things for you. You're missing out on creativity, sensuality, and emotional nourishment if you love duty more than delight. But as Swaran rightly raised the question about, D, freely or natural, there is also something where, as we said, when we learn to live in a community, we have to balance things out also so that everything aligns, everything synchronizes, everything vibrates correctly, every frequency is able to match at a certain point. It's like scales, no? When something is lighter at one end and the other end is heavier, then in the lighter end, you will keep putting something to balance it out. So that's life. But it doesn't mean that you're not supposed to enjoy because you cannot suppress and not allow your natural creativity, natural freedom, and the adaptability and ability to enjoy yourself should not be curbed. All right? Great. So now let's move to the solar plexus. What is solar plexus? It is all about, okay, someone tell me, why am I answering everything? What is solar plexus? People?
I am
Yes, Swaran?
Self-esteem.
Hello? Yeah?
sorry. I just thought I was answering a lot.
No, okay, Sarika. Let's give Sarika a chance first. Yes, Sarika?
I think control.
Okay. Who else?
Security,
Sorry?
security,
Security.
security,
Okay. Okay.
control, security,
Power.
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 Yeah. Right. So we have,
Fame, money.
okay, everything, fame, money, everything comes with the security. So we talk about solar plexus, we talk about power, worth, identity. I, me. How did they deny me? Why did this happen to me? Why should I do it? Remember, ego is a very important factor, and that ego is all stored in your solar plexus. So it's about identity also. Okay? So let me give you some real life examples. Your mood depends on appreciation and results. If somebody appreciates you, you're happy. If somebody criticizes you, you don't like it. That's all about identity and even ego. You feel uneasy when you are not productive. Right? Now, uneasy because you're not productive, because maybe the power is not in your hand, it is in somebody else's hand and you're just part of it. So you don't like it and then you feel uneasy about it and you just want to either ignore it or just, feel a lack of it, that anything should kind of push you forward. There is no, sort of that drive that is there to push you. Criticism stays with you longer than compliments. You keep holding on to that criticism. And what are you doing? You're festering inside, you have anger, you create a lot of bile juice production, and then your stomach goes for a toss. Imagine, so many things can happen just with that one thing. So criticism, and then you wait for an opportunity, maybe to hurt the other person who said this to you, maybe taunt them, maybe try to prove to them, that you think this is what you said, I'll show you. Okay? And maybe you try to over-explain to prove your value. Any thoughts on this from others?
Yeah, ma'am. I was doing all this earlier. Now I've stopped though. But I can relate it. Prior to that, I always used to be defensive and go and explain myself, over explain or overdo things because just proving my point. But now I think I'm coming into a neutral space where I try to take a step back and understand. Yeah, I'm laughing because you're saying is so truly. Thank you for this.
Awesome. Sarika? Yes, Sarika? Yeah, you're muted, Sarika. Can't hear you.
Yeah, I was trying to unmute. Sorry. So, Adi ma'am, whatever you said about doing too much, I mean, trying to, well, feeling happy only when somebody else praises you. So this was happening with me a lot till say 2024.
Okay.
Then a little later, and in 2025, thankfully, I found Guruji and then Radical, and things have started looking up. I no longer seek people's appreciation. I don't do things to, because I was writing, I write, and I read pretty well. But it was not coming from within. It was just a compulsion that I should be seen. People should see and tell me, wow, what wonderful things you have done, or what wonderful, my profession and my writing and my whatever had become my identity. So if this did not happen, I was unhappy.
Right.
But yes, as Vidya said, yes, we are coming there.
Right.
No longer.
Awesome. Awesome. So what is happening here?
I want to share something.
Yeah, sure, Parmeet. Good morning.
Yeah, I also gone through everything, and now I am seeing the changes in others also. I have got the changes in myself, and now I'm seeing the others are changing as I have changed. So
Wonderful.
I'm seeing,
Wonderful.
yeah.
Wonderful. Yes, Swan, you want to say something?
Seema, yeah, ma'am. Actually, earlier I was very perfectionist. So because of that, now always having a pressure to look in a particular way and have things in a particular way. But yes, Radical has really tapered down. And I feel that pressure, because of that, I should take a pressure on myself. Generally have headaches. And now I'm like learning to let go. It's okay. I mean, it's okay to be imperfect sometimes. It's okay to, so that is
Absolutely.
coming. Yeah.
It's okay to be okay. It's okay to be not okay. Everything is
Yeah.
fine. Everything is just fine. Yeah. Yeah, Swaran, quickly, and then I'll go to the questions. Yeah.
Yeah, no, very quickly. I think everything you said is spot on for me. It's what I'm feeling right now. And I've been feeling for a very long time.
Okay.
So yeah, it's spot on. It's
Awesome.
what I need to
So,
work on.
yeah. So as we talked about the angles of, power, worth, identity, so what is happening here is you love achievement and validation, but you're missing out on inner confidence and relaxed self-respect. Remember that. You're lacking in inner confidence and relaxed self-respect. So here are the questions. I've written it in the group. Your sense of worth comes from achievements, recognition, being needed, inner confidence. And the second one, when you are challenged, you prove yourself, defend strongly, shrink, or stay centered. So let the answers come.
Ma'am, for the second one, I feel like it's A, B, and C both for me. The
Whatever,
sixth
you
question.
can write whatever you want to.
Okay.
So it has to be instinctive, as I said. Do not write as per what you think you'd like the world to see. A for, okay. Okay, so there is, Kathy, there is a, ping pong happening, in point 2, right? Interesting. All right. Wow, wow, wow. I like it the way answers are coming. Good. Okay. So I see everybody is not answering, but that's okay. If you feel like sharing, go ahead. Right. Awesome. So let's go to what it means. If the answer is A or B, you love validation. But what are you missing out on? Self-trust,
inner confidence,
and calm authority. You can be authoritative in a calm way, because if it is only validation, then your inner confidence is lacking. Correct? If it is C and D, if it is D, it's clear. You're centered, you're focused, you're grounded, you're in reality, you're living in the now, and you know how to detach from whatever is presented to you. You can look at it with detachment, not with indifference. And about indifference and detachment, we have talked many a times in the past, correct? So D is fine. If you're at stage D, wonderful. But if it is C also, there is this lack, again, this lack, the need for validation, the need to be needed, the need to be needed. And that need weakens you further. It makes you go in a dark space. It makes you go in a space where maybe you have resentments, you hold anger, you hold rage, you hold maybe distorted views about life or about people. All that will come if you're at C. Okay? Good. How are you liking it till now, girls? It's all girls today, no boys. So Neeti says, clap, clap, clap. Thank you. All right. Can I have some dialogues also, please? I'm missing out on dialogues today.
ma'am.
Snigdha.
For me, if I have to say,
Sorry, Neeti, what did you say?
for question number 5, I can say it was a tough ride for me.
Okay.
Moving over the years, I've moved from A to B, and now also I was very honest with myself that being needed was my instinctive one or inner confidence, and
Right.
then D takes over, and then you gave explanation and said, yeah, I'm confident, everything is okay.
Honest. Anybody else? What about
Yeah.
Ramandeep? Ramandeep, you're very quiet today.
what I realized is every chakra, like as you're going in, and this is also connected to the security is also connected to somewhere the chakra where financial security is, so everything is kind of interlinked.
Right.
You have to think properly. I mean, and sometimes when you're dissecting, it is like certain things like it's like the keywords are so powerful that we know that it is not only this chakra, it is something else also connected to that. I mean, that is coming up
Yeah,
very
because
strongly.
you see, everything is a flow from root to
Yeah.
sacral to solar to heart to throat to third eye and crown. You can't say that everything is working separately. It is everything synchronized. So if there is something happening at the heart, there has to be something which is working at the solar and there is something working at the throat before it can go higher. So, and what you do at that level is what decides what your third eye is going to think. So everything is connected. Okay. So that is the way we
Yes.
have to learn to look at life, and that makes it simpler. Kathy says we are still trying to perceive. Okay. So we love to listen to you. Yeah, no, idea is not just to love to listen. Idea is to go inwards and see, okay, where am I? What am I doing? What do I need? What do I need to change? What do I need to adopt? What do I need to take forward? So that was the idea today. Okay. All right, let's move to the heart chakra now. Okay, Seema, no problem. Heart chakra is all about, come on, girls, tell me what is heart chakra about?
Love.
Okay.
Relationships, forgiveness.
Okay, okay, awesome. Right. So let's look at what it says. Love, connections, compassion, and forgiveness, as Snigdha also said. So in real life, what happens? You give more than you receive and you call it love. You stay silent to keep relationships intact. You fear being too much and not enough. You feel drained after helping, yet keep doing it. It's all connected to heart chakra. I'll read it again. You give more than you receive and you call it love. You stay silent to keep relationships intact. You fear being too much or not enough. And you feel drained after helping, yet you keep doing it. So, what are you doing? You love connection at the cost of self. That means you're ignoring yourself completely. And what are you missing out on? Boundaries, nourishing love, and reciprocation. So if it is all give, and nothing is coming in return, so what is happening? You are draining yourself completely at the cost of your own self. How many of you agree with this or have any points to say about this? Yeah, okay, Smita, yeah. Anybody would like to share something?
That was me for a very long time. I feel now I have changed it, because it was all at the cost of me. So I am trying to change it now and change it.
Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else agrees with these points, or they have been doing this, giving too much and not getting in return?
Yes,
Yes,
I
yes,
Could
even I
also
have
be,
gone
it could
through.
yes,
also
ma'am.
be for jobs, it could be for relationships, it could be for any aspect of your life. Yeah, Parmeet, what were you saying? Sorry, I disturbed you.
No, I also gone through all these things in the life, and now I have changed myself a lot
Okay. You feel better?
after that. Yes, I feel better,
Okay.
and
Awesome.
I'm attracting good relationship with me now. I'm
Awesome.
able to.
Okay. Okay. Then I'll ask Snigdha first. Yes, Snigdha?
Yeah, ma'am. Earlier, I think it was about giving and wanting to, like you said, it's all connected. Wanting to prove my worth through giving.
Mhm.
So, but I think with now looking inward,
Mhm.
there's that I keep trying to balance what I need to contribute as well as what I need to receive,
Awesome.
and not attach my worth to the external factors.
Yeah, the only person right now you have to give is your little baby. That's all.
Yes, ma'am. And even in that, I try to find at least one walk for myself, just one, a few moments, so I am not drained.
Yeah.
I'm
And that comes from detachment. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
That
Yes,
comes
yes.
from detachment. Attachment with detachment. Right? We know that. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Monideepa? Yeah, Monideepa?
Yeah, it's like giving, and I think I'm still struggling for the. And what I do for giving is to get the validation that I'm there. Means
Right.
others will recognize me that I'm doing this for them.
Yeah. So you really need to work on your solar and your heart, because you are looking for validation from others. Your own inner confidence is getting shattered, or it is, subdued. So once you start building up your confidence, Monideepa, these things will all start shifting around you. Okay? So this is how it works.
When I'm sharing this with you, I'm emotionally down, feeling.
Okay. No worries. This will help you, and maybe once you practice a little more about all the recitations also, it will be a big help to you. Okay? All right. Ramandeep?
Ma'am, there was an incident that came to my mind that, somebody misbehaved and I had to report. And even in that, I was thinking that if I report, that person will lose his job. So it took me days to decide to go and report the incident. And I was just thinking that even in situations where something wrong has been done to me, it was so difficult for me to stand up for myself and not think of that person, that what will happen to him, and give myself priority. That it can sometimes go to even that extent that something majorly wrong has been done and yet we do not stand up.
Yes, true. Very true. Very true. Great. Thanks for sharing. Yes, Sarika?
Ma'am, the same thing. Initially, for a very long time, I was giving too much. So there was this uh, feeling of being need to be needed was very strong.
Right.
It has toned down. It has toned down quite a bit.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, now I'm writing the questions. Wait one minute.
Need to be needed is solar, not heart.
Well, if you're giving,
Okay.
you're wanting, again, it's all connected. But you think you're doing it out of love. Right? But is it really love?
No.
Maybe it's a duty, maybe it's a compulsion, maybe it is just having taken it for granted, or being taken for granted. There could be so they're all at different chakras, but you think you're doing it out of love.
For me, it was, that feeling, everybody should say that, Sarika is so prompt. She remembers all birthdays. She's so good. She's such a wonderful friend. I mean, I
Right.
wanted to be a part of everyone's life.
Right.
That's how it was.
Okay. So now I've written the questions. In relationships, you often overgive, compromise yourself, fear loss, love with balance. Second one, you feel most hurt when not appreciated, rejected, taken for granted, misaligned. So the answers have to start coming in quickly, intuitively. What do you feel? Okay, B and C, all right. That's all, 2 people? Okay, okay. Others? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Wow. All right. So there are a lot of B's and C's I see over here today. So the B is compromise yourself in the first question, that is in relationships. And B in the second is you feel most hurt when rejected. And C is fear of loss or taken for granted. All right. So if you are mostly, of course, A, B, or C, you love connection at the cost of yourself. Okay? You love connection at the cost of yourself, and in the process, you're missing out on healthy boundaries and reciprocal love. So just remember, because you keep giving, then naturally you'll be taken for granted. Because you keep doing, and there's no like many a times, haven't we heard our parents or our mothers saying कि कभी कोई मेरे खाने की तारीफ ही नहीं करता, मैंने इतनी मेहनत करी आज, I made so much of effort, nobody is appreciated. Or she'll ask maybe you or her husband, and say, how is it? And he'll say, okay, ठीक है. Now the point is, it is not that he's very comfortable in what you're doing because he's been made to feel so secure. But that's a selfishness, no? You need something in return. Tomorrow, if you say, okay, morning tea, I'm not going to make, you make it for me. See the drama that will happen. But if it happens that the person turns, they don't have to wait for you to fall sick or have some kind of disaster that makes them say, okay, as a duty, I need to look after my wife or spouse. And if somebody starts doing it, okay, no problem, I'll make the morning tea for you. You have a whole day to take care of. What is happening here? It's a love with balance. Because husbands go out to work, no? I mean, I'm talking in a situation where it's a husband, wife at home, husband going out. Or even if both are going out and if the husband says, all right, I'll take care of these things, you do this. That's balance, right? That is deep in relationships. But when you feel hurt most, when you're not appreciated, this I don't have to explain, rejected, taken for granted, misaligned. So you love connection at the cost of self. And if it is D, that means the synchronicity is not there at all. And the frustration levels that can set in question number 8, the frustrations that can set in are enough to drive you up the wall, make you maybe a very unhappy or maybe a very crabby person, maybe always being disillusioned, maybe always feeling that I'm the target, I'm the victim, and in the process you become a perpetrator. Perpetrator means somebody who will be maybe taunting others, somebody maybe who will always reject what others want to do for you, rejecting anybody else's help also, because why come now to me? I don't need it now. अब तो उम्र निकल गई. Or just feeling unwanted. Nobody loves me, nobody cares for me, nobody wants me. What's the point? I just have to do my job. Haven't we gone through these emotions at various points in our life? Yeah, we have. And it happens. Why do we allow it? Now we have the certainty to know that we can stop it, or we can change it, or we can realign instead of being misaligned. Okay? Next, we come to throat chakra. What is throat chakra? We all know it is about truth, it's about expression, it's about voice, voicing yourself. And in real life, you rehearse conversations in your head, but don't speak. Doesn't this happen very often? I'm going to say this to him, I'm going to do this, blah, blah, blah. And when the time comes, you don't say a word. You just keep quiet, especially in front of authority.
Yes.
Darshana says yes. I like it. Yeah, and we don't speak and then we get more frustrated. And certain times, haven't you noticed saying to yourself, "Arey yaar, ye to yaad hi nahi aaya. Why didn't I say this at that time?" Maybe it was the right thing to say, or maybe you wanted to also establish a boundary by saying something, but you didn't know it, or you didn't remember it, or you had it in your head and you didn't do it. So that is all about not expressing in conversation, but you're saying it in your head all the time. You agree outwardly, but inside you resent it. You're resenting it inside you. Does this happen with us? Hello?
Yes. happens.
Darshana
Yes,
says,
yes, yes.
Darshana says, yes, yes. I like it, Darshana. I like it today. Then you
But
soften.
I'm changing.
I know, I
But I'm
know.
trying to change.
Yes, and this, because you're in that gown, it shows me there's a lot of change, and I like what I see in you today. All right. So then, real life example is you soften the truth to avoid discomfort. You try not to say the actual truth sometimes because you think the other person will not be able to take it, or you don't want to hurt the other person, or you just don't care. There are so many aspects that can come up. And you feel relief only when you're alone with yourself. Does that happen? Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Isn't it?
I mean, to soften the truth, I rather than calling up people or talking to people, I write a message. फिर उसको edit करना 10 times and then writing it. So, that it doesn't hurt.
Yeah. So, Sarika says things are changing. Snigdha, I'm slowly finding the courage to talk, but it's less than 50%. Working on it. No, Snigdha, I think you've come a long way. You've really come a long way and you've been able to achieve quite a bit. And congratulations.
Yeah, ma'am. But being here with two kids, things have changed so much.
Ah.
I'm finding that new balance now.
Awesome, awesome. So I'm writing the questions here now. Paste. Yeah. So the first question says, you hold back saying what you feel because conflict fear, rejection fear, confusion, or you just don't. And after conversations, you replay words, regret silence, feel misunderstood, feel clear. So in the first case, you hold back what you want to say because you feel the conflict fear aata hai, rejection fear, confusion, or you just don't want to, say anything. And after conversations, you replay the words, you regret the silence, you feel misunderstood, or you feel clear. So A, B, D, D. Okay.
I used to hold back a lot, but now recently I've not been. Like, I say it out. Sometimes I say it after a day, but not because I'm contemplating, or maybe I'm phrasing how to say my truth. That's stuff. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. All right. Others, D, C, B, B, okay. So, if it is A, B, C, you love peace over truth. And what you're missing out because of that, if the other answers is on your authenticity, inner freedom, and a sense of relief. So if you think it's peace over truth, you are missing out on your authenticity, relief, and inner freedom. Think about that. So do we really want that? We don't. So even if we want peace, we have to learn to live with the boundaries. We have to learn to live with detachments. We have to learn to live with clarity, with wisdom, and so many other things. Okay, I'm going to go a little fast now because 2 are left and it's already 11. We'll go to third eye now. The third eye is all about intuition, insight, inner vision. We know that, right? So in real life, you ask many people for advice but ignore your own inner guidance. You want others' advice. You doubt yourself when outcomes aren't immediate. You overanalyze simple decisions. You trust logic more than inner signals. Don't we do that? We do that quite often. Very often, actually. We ask people for advice but do not listen to our own advice, our own guidance. You doubt yourself when outcomes aren't immediate. You think that it should have brought quick results, it doesn't happen. And you overanalyze simple decisions. You trust logic more than inner signals. So what is happening out here is you love certainty more than inner knowing. You want that, seal of certainty from others instead of knowing things for yourself or believing in your own self. So in the process, what are you missing out on? You're missing out on alignment, intuitive wisdom, and effortless decisions. Decisions that come from knowing that your solar is in complete control and allowing you to make wise decisions because you understand perfectly it is not there to hurt somebody at the heart level, and then at the throat you're able to voice it clearly, and third eye makes it intuitive and effortless for you to do it. See, everything is connected. So here are the questions. When making decisions, do you trust others' opinions? Yeah, here we go. Do you trust others' opinions? Logic only, past experiences, inner knowing. And you doubt yourself when things slow down, outcomes aren't visible, others disagree, or you rarely doubt yourself. So which would it be? Intuitive ones, instantly. Okay. Going from A to D. Awesome, Darshana. B, Ramandi. Fine. Okay. All right. All right. Others? I like that, Kathy. All. B. Okay. B. All right. So others are not answering at all. So I'll just go with it. Okay. So if it is mostly A, B, or C, that is for both the questions, you love certainty over intuition. Okay? Now, there's nothing wrong in that. But your intuition also should come in play. It should not be based on what others have to say all the time. Okay? And in the process, what you're missing out on, again, is wisdom, alignment, and foresight. So that is what you're missing out on. Okay? Any questions on this before I move to the next one, last one? All right. So the last one is crown chakra. What is crown chakra? It's your connection to the divine. It's your connection to your consciousness. It's your connection to the universe. But here, everything has to be based on trust, surrender, and meaning. Okay? So in real life, suppose you feel responsible for everything. Letting go feels like failure. You struggle to trust the timing. Because we keep saying, no, that the universe has a plan in place and everything happens when it is timed and divined. You cannot push things forward. You feel disconnected despite doing everything right. Does this happen to us? You can give me a thumbs up and all, that's all. It happens, right? Yeah. So you feel responsible for everything. You letting go feels like failure. You struggle to trust the timing and you feel disconnected despite doing everything right. What is happening here is your solar chakra is playing a very big role. You love control more than surrender. Because letting go means maybe insecurity. Maybe it means that, self-trust is not there, self-belief is not there, self-confidence is not there. So what are you missing out in the process? You're missing out on grace. You're missing out on faith. And you're missing out on deep peace. Now here come the last set of questions, which says, if you believe life is a struggle, do you believe life is a struggle, life is unfair, life is random, life is supportive? Or letting go feels impossible, risky, confusing, peaceful? Aha, awesome. All right, we have 2 DDs. Others? A is a struggle and peaceful. All right. Anyone else? A and D. All right. D, C, D, A, D. All right. C, D, A, D. All right. C. All right. Interesting. Love it. So people are ready to operate at the crown chakra level by choosing D. Quite a few have chosen D. So if mostly A, B, C, check your answers. You love control more than surrender. Just remember that. Because in the process, as I said, you're missing out on grace, faith, and flow. All right? And if it is D, the answer is clear that you are moving and you are at the right place and choosing to be there because your connection to the consciousness, to the divine, to the universe, you are keeping those channels open. All right? So now, tell me, if you just close your eyes for a minute, ask yourself, which chakra spoke to you the loudest?
Mine is ground chakra, I think, because now I believe life is supportive. I wrote a struggle, it was earlier, but now gradually it is becoming like supportive.
Awesome, great. That means you're on your journey correctly.
Yes, I'm working with myself, and thanks to Radical.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Anybody else? Which chakra spoke the loudest to you?
Solar plexus.
Yeah, Saran? Yeah?
Yeah, definitely the solar plexus. Everything is completely true for me.
All right, all right. So there's a lot to work on, correct? Yes, that's what it makes you realize. Anyone else?
Ma'am, in every chakra, it's moving towards the ideal. It's in the process.
Lovely. So that is what it says. You ask yourself, what is it quietly asking? What is quietly asking for attention? So if it is solar, as in the case of Swaran, you need to work on all about ego, about power, about righteousness, about, every belief system that you're holding on to. Everything that you hold on to is control. And that control is at the solar. So then it is quietly asking you to just let go. All right, root and crown for Khyati, throat for Sri Vidya. Yes, Sri Vidya, you need to speak a little more. Okay. So just remember, this quiz was not about fixing yourself. Darshana says root and solar. Ramandeep, throat. Again, yes, that is wonderful. But you started speaking a lot here, Ramandeep, and that's a great thing. To be open out in a forum where you don't know the people and you know the world is listening. Fabulous. You're on the path. So, as I said, this quiz was never about fixing yourself. It's just about remembering yourself. Okay? Every chakra is revealing to you what you love, what you protect, and what you may be holding on to too tightly. So now you'll understand, it'll make it easier for you to understand which chakra is right now either jinxed or is not open or is not allowing me to progress further. Right? So then you'll be able to understand what about the love, what you're protecting, and what you're holding on to too tightly. Because this awareness will allow you to move from fear to freedom. Right? So now, since we are short of time.
Fear, I feel I express too much, so I am being judged. I was not about to say it, but then it was 11:11, and I said I think I should say it.
It's fear of being judged, no? Fear
Yes,
of
I'm fear of being.
So we have a
Yes.
lot of these fears. So I had created one statement, one affirmation for each of the chakras. There's no time now. I'll write it in the group. All right. And that will be easier. Please try to adhere to them, affirm them. If they are a little different from our book, it's based on Soul's Love. And do listen, do write those chakras 21 times every day for yourself. It will be a big help to you. And actually, we finished in an hour because we started 10 minutes late. So it's okay. Right. So thank you very much, all of you. Any comments, anything you'd like to say here or be?
Should we write 21 times for 21 days?
It's up to you. 7
Okay.
days, 21 days, it's up to you. Okay. So now, anyone would like to say something right here? Otherwise, please write in the feedback page in the seekers group so that others can also see and feel the depth of it. Of course, the recording will be posted today. But anything you'd like to say here right now? Anyone?
Yeah, ma'am, I realized that I can't run away from the truth. I can't be so peaceful that I want to run away from the truth. I have to face it and say it. That's what I realized.
Awesome, awesome. Anyone else?
Is there any session specifically for the sort of chakra work that we need, like something for solar plexus or something for whatever?
If you go to the Radical I Solve Life page, there's a chakra activation program that goes on. And
Yes, yes.
have you done karma clearance, Swaran?
No.
So please join the karma clearance program. It is free. You can join it anytime, and it will be something which will start the process of helping you understand how clearances happen. All right. So you can do that. But we do have an advanced chakra activation program. I think it's already on. So maybe you'll have to wait for the next one. But you can join that also. Go to the page isolvelife.com and you'll find all that we do. It's all given there. There are some free programs. And of course, there's a curriculum and other workshops that you can join. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Radical helps me to be aware about our self-awareness, and that is the cure. Excellent, Khyati, wonderful. So thank you very much.
One thing, ma'am, life is supported, and this Radical Seekers group is a very important part of it.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you. And we all want to be seekers all our life, and let's continue to be seekers so that one fine day in that collective consciousness, when we are there together in the oneness, we'll be in a happy space. Right?
The statement that stayed with me is it's okay to be okay and it's okay to be not okay.
Exactly.
So I just love that.
So you make it a little, poster for yourself and put it in front of your wherever.
Yeah, something that's it's that struggle of, I don't want it to be like this. I don't want myself to be like this.
Right.
That acceptance.
Oh, it's okay. Everything is okay. Because everything happens because it's supposed to happen or it was meant to happen in your space. हो गया, कोई बात नहीं, आगे बढ़ो. Right? So thank you very much. Darshana says it helps me to see my progress. Yes, Darshana, that is wonderful. Okay, now we are overstepping time. So thank you very much. Please do write your feedback in the Seekers group and look forward to meeting you now on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.